viewers, you're welcome to our program Political Arena. Political Arena is a program where we discuss political happenings in Nigeria and other parts of the state. With me this morning, we have a formidable team, but just before I introduce them, I'm John Glover. I'll be your anchor on this Friday's edition. Somebody said, thank God it's Friday. Well, Friday is a time to relax. So just sit back and relax as we handle one or two topical issues as regard political happenings in our country, Nigeria. We have with me in the studio Comrade Vincent Eyakwari, who is our political analyst. You're welcome to our program.
Thank you.
We also
Good morning, Nigerians.
We also have with us in our studio Dr. Vincent Udume Odogbo, also a public affairs analyst. You're welcome to our show.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
All right. And viewers, you can be part of this conversation. The number will be displayed on your screen so that let's hear you contribute. Let's hear your own idea of what we're talking about. We're looking at the MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, signed by the state government with Julius Beja to construct 3 flyovers in Warri, Clover Overleaf, and then the expansion of some roads in Warri and Efru. And so that's what we're looking at. But just before then, let's look at matters arising. On matters arising, we shall be taking a look at the Supreme Court judgment yesterday as regards the petition, the elections, cases, presidential election in Nigeria. The case brought before it by Elijah Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, and that of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. Comrade Eyakwari, fortunately for us, we have 2 Vincents here today. So let's start with the comment. Comrade Vincent Eyakwari, what is your take on the decision, or what's your reaction on the decision of the Supreme Court by dismissing the cases of Atiku Abubakar and that of Peter Obi?
Thank you very much. My take is that I'm not satisfied with the Supreme Court judgment because there are some issues, precedents that have been set in the law according to Nigerian Constitution that have been jettisoned in this present judgment. During the time of OBASEDJE Buhari, the issue of 25% was decided, and they said Abuja was a special territory in Nigeria where you have the seat of government, and if you have a 2/3, 25% 2/3 of majority in 25% in 36 states of the federation and Abuja. But now this judgment is telling us now that Abuja is just like any state. So the question we are pushed to ask is that do we have a governor elected in Abuja? Do we have 3 federal constituencies in Abuja? Do we have that is 3 senatorial zones in Abuja? One of the issue of House of Reps, these are not in Abuja, which means Abuja was created from the onset to be a special territory, and is supposed to be accorded a special treatment. So when they come the Constitution, when it is stated that you will have 25% of 2/3 of the states, and Abuja you have 25%. What are they afraid of? That even if you have majority, you have not gotten 25, and there's a rerun, there's a possibility when other parties have gone out, you can still make the 25%. So what are they afraid of? So to jettison that aspect of the Constitution is one aspect. Then 2, what really baffles me is that if a criminal case is alleged and we have evidence or proof, at any point in time, in any case, the Constitution says that in the electoral law, that within a time you cannot bring up more evidence. I think if the Supreme Court are right in that aspect, I feel that aspect of the Constitution have to be really looked at. Because if somebody commit a crime, steals my car, for example, and he has been using it for the past 1 year, he was not caught. If he's caught at the end of the day, we say because for a long time we've not been able to call, then the car belongs to him. So these are the aspects I think where the constitution needs to be really reviewed as it stands.
All right, thank you very much. Let's hear the reaction of Dr. Vincent Udume-Odobo on the judgment of the Supreme Court.
Well, I would say it was expected,
Okay.
following the pattern of our judicial system in Nigeria. Expected not because it is the right thing, expected because we have seen cases where it is not what the law says that is being passed as judgment. We're all aware that Abuja has this special status, and in the Electoral Act it is clearly stated 25% and Abuja. Elementary English language made us understand that and simply connotes addition. There's an addition to 25% in 25 states. You must also have at least, you must have Abuja plus 25 states. But we are surprised to see that the Supreme Court gave contrary judgment to that view. So, like I said, it's expected. How we saw the Supreme Court gave the current Imo State governor, it's not new in our judicial system. So we're not saying that the judgment would not be given, but at least should be given in line with what the Constitution says. When we begin to interpret sections of the Constitution in our own,
well, that is their job. That's to interpret the Constitution.
No, there are some things that are expressly clear. You see, what has just happened is that they have given a leeway that the way and manner you get to office, just get there, then find your way through the judiciary. The judiciary should be the last hope of the common man, should be the last hope of the oppressed and those who feel shortchanged. But when the contrary now becomes the obvious, where it seems like if you have the control of power and resources at your disposal, is also at your disposal, then it is a cause for us to really come to look at.
All right, I think we'll leave it at that. But I just want to know what is special about Abuja. Why is Abuja special? Why we won't feel that the Constitution is saying Abuja must win 25%. Abuja is no special than any other states. Don't you think so? Why should, because of Abuja, we'll not go for a rerun? Why? What's special about Abuja?
Right.
Vincent.
All right. Thank you very much. So Abuja is the seat of government. So it's patterned to the presidential system of government in the United States. Washington D.C., where the government is, you can see that the administrator of Abuja is not elected; it's appointed by the president. Now, the municipal councils, they are called municipal councils, not local government. So if you see the system of governance in Abuja is different from every other state. While other states have federal constituencies where you have zones, 3 senatorial zones that are represented by the people there. You see, Abuja does not have senators representing the people there. The president governs the people there. So if the president is to oversee the states, the Abuja, they should have 25% of the people there, because every part of the country, they are all there working.
All right, I think well, the judgment has been passed, so we just need to abide by it, or appeal to God. All right, I think that's just it. But I still believe that the legal team of both candidates also have their own fault in some of these things. They also have their own fault, because if you look at some of the technicalities that the judges were bringing, I see that even the lawyers, they had their own fault. And of course, we know that you can't bring up a new evidence before a case that is being appealed. And so before the election, before the expiration, before going to the tribunal, one would have expected that the lawyers would have filed what they wanted to file as criminal evidence or whatsoever. But well, let's leave it at that. Let's go to our topic for today, the 78 billion naira contract memorandum of understanding signed between the state government, Delta state government, and Julius Berger. All right, okay, let's Dr. Vincent Udume Odogo. Let's hear what is the contract or the MOU all about.
Well, it's a very plain and open. First of all, I want to congratulate His Excellency Right Honorable Sheriff Oruwedo Oborewori, Executive Governor of Delta State. I call him Mr. Quality for taking such initiative to bring in quality into our landscape. Awarding project is good, but quality project makes the statement. I think the governor has done the unusual, and that contract has plainly stated as it is. It's worth 78 billion, and it's between the Delta State government and the German construction company Julius Berger. And I think all the documents have been signed, and work has actually begun from impact assessment and all of evaluation of soil texture and all of those things. I believe the construction company have actually gone into action, and in no distant time we'll begin to see their machines all over the place.
All right, you said it's an unusual. What was unusual about it?
It's unusual because this is the first time the Delta State government would be engaging Julius Berger to undertake construction work within Delta State. Though this is not the first time Julius Berger is having a project in Delta State. I think they reconstructed the Osubi airport, but that was not a state government project. So that's why I say it's unusual, because the government of Delta State, for the first time since '99, is engaging a renowned construction company for the sole interest of the people, to give quality projects and durable one at that to Deltans. And I think we are happy as well seeing such things happen within this time.